Oh, it's so lovely to be back in your garden, Hannah and Luke. You've done amazing work, but I just wanted you to tell everybody about, how we got to know each other and why you contacted me.
So we moved in how long ago now?
It's coming to a year now.
Coming up to a year, and this garden was completely overgrown. So we've still got a long way to go.
So I mean, when I came here last, that was completely overgrown. There was rubbish everywhere. So tell me what happened there.
So Luke got a spade out, and
spade.
Yeah, we just obviously had to put the hard work in and clear it. But what we found with this garden is that there are so many plants. So obviously the person here before kind of knew what they were doing.
Yes.
And we just have no idea why they've planted what they've planted. So that's why your advice was really, really helpful, because it meant that we could decide what we wanted, what we needed to get rid of. I couldn't even tell the plants from the weeds.
Yes.
And it's been really, really useful, and it's kind of helped us on our way, that advice, to be able to create that kind of beautiful space that we want. So, obviously, hopefully by the summer we would have made this into an entertaining space with a fire pit, and all of the plants advice that you've given us we're now able to put into place, which we wouldn't have known before at all. It's too overwhelming, to be quite honest with you, and we'll be able to create a really beautiful space that we're proud of with your help.
That's amazing. So what sort of Luke, what sort of plans are you going to be doing here then? Are you going to be working on it together?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've done a lot of cutting back, and we've uprooted a few plants that were kind of absorbing a lot of light. So now it's kind of got to that point where all the leaves are gone. We can kind of see how much space we've got, which is really nice.
Yes.
So I think the plan for this part really is just to kind of, and we've got a little while left to kind of see what's coming up. We've got some lovely plants coming up that we didn't realise we had.
Over there that we just spotted when we were doing a walk round just now. As a designer, I'd recommend that now you've gotten through the first stage, and when you're doing a blitz, as I call it, you've done the blitz and you both worked amazingly on it. And also I managed to lend you my shredder, so as well as the consultation service, you often get good tools lent to you. You work the shredder long and hard. Is to wait a few months, to see what comes up, because things are appearing. The Camassia, there was a maple over there that you didn't even know. So there are going to be interesting things that haven't had the light for decades that are going to come up. So don't rush into things, is my advice. Definitely. Spread some seeds and make this room a lovely room. So what are you planning for this room then? Sort of talked a bit about it.
I really want a boho feel. So this is as obviously we've found out that gardens are incredibly important for socialising now. I want this to be a space where we can entertain. So I'm going to have a fire pit, festoon lighting around, and then it'll be framed by the plants that you've recommended. And when these trees grow back, obviously this is a fig tree. I don't know, I just feel like it's going to have a really nice sort of entertaining feel.
I think gardens are going to be very important this year, because we're still in lockdown, we're still having to not see people, but we can now see people in our gardens, and we want to make sure that there is a space that is welcoming and warm. And you could have one of those little bowl fire pits, which aren't too expensive to buy. And now, I don't know if you know, but you can get waterproof cushions, so you could have puffs and cushions and things that you could leave out all the time if you don't want to.
And the advice you gave about the mirrors was really great as well, so we can start to incorporate mirrors in the design too. So I've already got one ready for this area. Brilliant. Which is going to come through, just to sort of open up that space and kind of fill some of these walls that we have. Mirrors
are great because they give you that feeling that the garden goes on a bit further. They can reflect the light back and they create interest, and gardens should always have little quirky spaces. And the two of you are very quirky, very creative people. You run a theatre company, you run a theatre, the Shoebox Theatre in Swindon, and what you do is amazing. And I think you've not been able to be that creative. So do you find that your garden has helped helped you through this really tough time that you've not been able to do what you normally do?
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, the whole house, I think we've had a lot of time on our hands, but it's not something that we're now going to go, you know what, when we get back to normal, we're going to forget about it. I think this period of time has brought everyone closer to the seasons. So we are noticing the buds coming up more, the trees blossoming, and looking forward to like the summer for the next. But it's more about, like, I think everyone's become more in tune with nature.
Yes.
And we want to support.
That makes me so happy.
And your advice about plants for bees and bringing nature into the garden.
Yeah.
And like some of the things that you said about the fences with hedgerows coming through. It's just, I think it's something we really want to support. We don't want any plastic grass or anything like that. We want an ecosystem to to support the wildlife around here as well.
Gardens are wonderful spaces. Not only do they make you happy, but they keep you fit. They help you fit. They keep you mentally well as being physically well, and they're a place to entertain and to relax in. So I think what you've done is an amazing job, and thanks for asking me back. It's been wonderful.
Oh no, I mean, I think we want to take you through the entire journey. I think what's been really good for you is that we've not gone like, okay, here's the advice, and then you do the work for us. I mean, like for us, we wanted to actually learn how to do it.
Well, I want to give you the tools. And earlier on in our conversation, you told me you were not a gardener.
Yeah.
But you both of you are gardeners. So I'm going to say, are you going to say after me, we are gardeners?
Okay.
But not now, because it's a bit embarrassing. We're British.
We are gardeners.
Yay! Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you.